Welcome to Backyard Woodworking. I've been doing a lot of door jobs lately for a client, and been getting a lot of these scraps of wood. It's just poplar, but it's not too bad of wood anyway. So I'm thinking of making a cutting board out. Now I know this isn't a hardwood, but I'm not cutting meat on it or that kind of cutting. This is just going to be for like bread and stuff like that, you know, stuff that I don't want to have a bacteria problem or anything with it. So I got, let me see here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 pieces, and they're running just a hair under 1.25 inches by 3/4 thick. The shortest is 18, so I can go with that, or I can add some short pieces. I got a bunch of short pieces I can glue end to end, put them in there. So I'm going to glue them up and make a cutting board. As you can see, quite a bunch of this. Let's see what we can come up with. Alrighty. So that's the short end. Now we're to stop the glue, roughly. I can cut that off. Get a couple of clamps and glue them up. We can do it this way. I got one of these little rollers, doohickeys. I don't know how good this is going to work. Never tried it. Now here's these credit cards they send you in the mail all the time. That seems to work. Best glue spreader in the world. The ones you buy. Now this one I got, one of them glue kits from Rockler. I guess if you use about 4 gallons of glue, it might work pretty good. All right. Get these reasonably straight. They don't have to be perfect. So we're going to cut them off on the table saw after everything dries up a bit. We'll let that sit and see what we get. In a couple of days, yesterday it rained like crazy, so I didn't do anything in the shop. A little noisy in here with a tin roof up there. Let's get this board out of the clamps. All right. This one landed a little high. It don't matter. It's going to go through the planer anyway. Next step, I'm going to take this board. Seems fairly flat. We're going to run it through the planer or the table saw and cut some of this off. Rough cut it. That's all I'm going to do right now. And then I'm going to run this through the planer and see if we can plane it down. Okay, after the planer, this is what we got. Pretty nice board. It's just noisy running it through that darn planer, but it's pretty good size. Next thing, take it a step further. We're going to cut this across. And the distance, the size of my cut will mean the thickness of the board. So, if I'm going to make it, say, this thick, as thick as it is now, I'll make cuts that thick. So, take a measure here. About 1.1 inches. That sounds pretty good. Get their dust collection out of the way here. Cut this in 1.1 inch strips. Then we'll glue it up again. Roller here is set 1 inch from the and 1.1 inches from this blade. So all I got to do now, take my fence, touch that, lock the fence, push it through. That'll give me the cut I'm looking for. Now let's go. We'll do that next, I guess. Alright, that isn't too difficult. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 pieces. So that'll give me a little over, almost a 15-inch piece, I'd say, when it's glued up. Probably, 16, about 16 inches. Next thing to do, move everything around and I'll show you how I'm going to glue this up. Alright, here's my pieces. I'm going to keep a piece here. I'm going to flip this every other one. Up like this. Other than the burn mark, which will get sanded out anyway. That's the color you get. It makes an interesting design. Alright, got things pretty much arranged, all laying down on their side. Take the glue, and we're going to our pieces. Gonna line them up here. We're gonna push these together and something like this. Draw just a little bit together here. This will help keep things squared up. And this will help keep this glued. Alrighty. Now I've made a couple of calls here to help try to keep things straight, and they fit in between each other. Now I want to take a hammer, make sure everything is flat as it can be. Okay, after sitting overnight, clamps off of this. And we have a pretty flat board. What we need now is a little cleaning up of the edges here. Now I was going to try running this through my planer, but I don't know in the end grade. I might have a problem with that tearing out. So maybe we'll try running this belt sander on it. Alright, after a bunch of sanding and what have you, we have really good board. I put a coat or so of this on. Got it from the good old Wally World, Walmart. $1.98 or whatever. Mineral oil. Now. Alright. Pour a little on. Take your rag. Here we go. You can see already how it's soaking in. Now this is just, like I said, I made this board. This is made out of poplar. And it's not the hardest wood, but I'll tell you, that's pretty darn hard stuff. after it's sanded and grained, I don't think you have a problem of it using it for cutting anything you wanted to, as long as you keep a finish on it. Just redo your finish. If you want to put some beeswax in it, fine. Or use a salad. Go buy a commercial stuff. I've seen the mineral oil, basically is all it is. They call it butcher block oil. It's about 10 bucks a bottle, $2. Your choice. Well, that'll end this project, so hey, hit the like button, the subscribe button. You know, a little bit of help here helps us make more videos. See you next week. Thanks for watching.